Good morning and welcome to Bitcoin on the Beach. I thought today we would go through what markets are. Markets such as the NYSE or NASDAQ are U.S. equities markets that are highly regulated. When we talk about crypto, it's Kraken and Coinbase. Those are the centralized finance exchanges so buyers and sellers meet. That's called a liquidity pool. Without liquidity pool, there's a market depth display, the prices that they're willing to buy and sell Bitcoin at. So what happens in trading? So you're a buyer of Bitcoin. You put in an order to buy 5 Bitcoin at 28,000. Without a seller, that's called a one-sided market. You're the only buyer. Without a seller, you're not going to buy your Bitcoin. A seller may show up. That seller may be in there to sell 5 Bitcoin at 28,500. You're in there to buy 5 Bitcoin at 28,000. So what happens? Well, you can sit there and wait until that seller reduces their price down to 28,000, or you could increase your price to 28,500. And you may get impatient. What you could do is you could change your buy order of 5 to a buy order of 4, put in a new buy order to buy 1 at 28,500, and then see what happens. Now at least you've gotten part of your position. Another seller may show up to sell 1 Bitcoin at 28,200, in which case buy that Bitcoin. Or you could raise your price at which you're willing to buy it, which may bring out a seller. Once you've purchased your Bitcoin, now what do you do with it? Well, if you're on an exchange, you could leave it on that exchange. There are risks associated with that, but in general, once you've purchased your Bitcoin, you could leave it in custody at the exchange. That would make it easy for when you would want to go sell it. You would go to your exchange and sell your Bitcoin at that exchange. You couldn't go to Kraken and sell the Bitcoin that you purchased at Coinbase. You would have to move that Bitcoin from Coinbase to Kraken if you wanted to sell it on the Kraken exchange. So the question is, why would you want to sell it on the Kraken exchange instead of on Coinbase? The price may be better on the Kraken exchange, but it doesn't matter because if your Bitcoin isn't there, then you can't sell it. So the choices in custody are you leave it on the exchange, there is some risk, or you could do what's called self-custody, which is moving it off the exchange and onto one of the cold storage devices such as the Trezor Model T. Thank you for joining me here today. Again, none of this is financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. If you have questions, please put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.